CI also says shh, and for the same, it follows those same rules. So when it's almost to the end of a longer word and there's a vowel after it, CI will also say shh. So for when you see, let me phrase this differently. SH, TI, and CI all say the same thing. When you see them in a word, they all say the same thing. You'll just see them in different instances. That SH you're going to see at the beginning of words mostly. Sometimes at the end of very short words. The TI you'll see toward the end of longer words when there's a vowel after it. And the CI you'll usually see in professions like musician, physician, magician, beautician. All right, so we're going to practice recognizing that CI as the sh sound. So let me share my screen here. All right, let's get reading. All right, so this G and C, let me just talk about that real quick. Do you see this G right here and this C? So G and C are the only two letters in our alphabet that have a hard sound and a soft sound. G and C are the only two letters in our alphabet that have a hard sound and a soft sound. It's not long and short. Those are the vowels. It's hard and soft. Only C and G are designated with those classifications. The hard is when your tongue kicks off against the back of your throat. G and K. The soft sounds sound soft. The soft sound for G is J. The soft sound for C is S. So the way to determine what they're going to say is by looking at the very next letter. C and G will make their hard sound always, unless the very next letter is an E, I, or Y. Then they make their soft sound. So I want you to remember that. We're gonna have a whole lesson on C and a whole lesson on G coming up, but just kind of throw that in there right now because it's such a common reading pattern. C and G will always make their hard sound. So if there are 26 letters of the alphabet and only 3 of those letters will force those C and G to make their soft sounds, then that means 23 out of 26 times they're going to make their hard sound. G and K. Only if the next letter is an E, I, or Y will they say J or S, such as gym or scent. Okay, so this G now and this C, you both can tell that they're going to make their hard sound because that next letter is not an E, I, or Y. This C, like we're learning today, does make kind of a soft sound because that next letter is E, I, or Y. However, CI says shh, so it's not really the same thing. All right, so this G says G. O says O when one of the next 2 letters is another vowel, like in this word. This CI says shh when it's toward the end of a longer word and there's a vowel after it. This A is going to say and that's something that we're taking from a month, which was last month or 2 months ago. And so if you weren't here, I'll tell you right now, so you don't have to wonder, when A comes toward the end of a longer word and there's a consonant after it, it will change to the schwa sound and say We had to bring this A back in because of this CIAN unit. It's so common with the CI that we're going to use it in this lesson. Same with CIA. That says sha. A's at the end say All right. So the sounds are G, O, sh, n. Goshen. Goshen. And since this is a CIAN, shun, we can assume that Goshen is a profession. Somebody that goes to the ocean a lot. I don't know. How was that for clever? 50%, halfway there? Not really. All right, try your number 1, and I'll be quiet while you work. All right, so we have this O that's going to make its long sound and say O because one of the next 2 letters is another vowel. CI is our reading hack for the day. CI says shh when it's toward the end of a longer word and there's a vowel after it, just like in this one. This A is going to make the schwa sound and say CIAN says shun. All of the sounds are p, o, sh, n. Proshun. Proshun. That's not an easy word to read, actually. That R makes it difficult to read. Proshun. Would you let me know in the chat? Were you able to read proshun without me? Just a wire at N will do. Okay. Number 2. So we have a hard C here. We have this A that's going to say A because of the tap 2 rule. There's a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. Same with this one. They both follow the tap 2 rule. They both say A. This CI says shh. It's our reading hack for the day. And this A makes the schwa sound because it's toward the end of a longer word with a vowel, a consonant after it. Excuse me. So the sounds are k, a, p, a, sh, n. That's a lot of sounds, so I'm going to grab just one at a time. Cur, cray, crepe, crepe, crepesh, crepation, crepation, crepation. Go ahead and try yours. Your U right here is going to say oo. Okay, go ahead and try the rest on your own. So this U is going to say oo. It'll make its long sound because of the tap 2 rule. There's a vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. This I is going to say I because it's in the middle syllable. We can tell because there's a vowel before it that doesn't touch it and a vowel after it that doesn't touch it. So we see I in the middle syllable says I. This I is silent. You have to look at the CI together as a unit that says shh. This A makes the schwa sound and says So this word has a lot of rules in it. And if you just understood everything that I said, then that is pretty remarkable. If you grasped every single part of that word and understood why it says what it does, then you can consider yourself a wordician. I just made that word up. So this you would say oo, this I says I, the CI says shh, A says Sounds are p, oo, d, I, sh, n. Prue, prude, prude, prudish, prudisha, prudition, prudition. Was that one a little harder? Did you get that one? How was it? Good. All right. Number 3. Now this E is going to say because of the tap 2 rule. We have 2 consonants after it, so that E is not allowed to say its name. When 2 consonants are closing it in, it must make it short sound and say This I says but for a different reason. It makes it short sound for a different reason, because I's in the middle syllable are allowed to say no matter what, even if there aren't 2 consonants after it. This I has to be seen together with this C. It's not acting like a vowel in this word. It's acting as part of this digraph right here that says shh. You don't hear the I at all. And then this A is making the schwa sound, because A's at the end always say So we have b, l, sh, Bellisha. Bellisha. Well done. Good, good. Okay, try number 3 on your own. Yep, Lily, you're right. Okay, so for this number 3, this I says because of the tap 2 rule. There are 2 consonants after it. This I says because it's in the middle syllable. This I says nothing. It's part of the CI unit that says shh. And this A says So the sounds are p, l, f, sh, pull, pliff, pliffy, pliffish, pliffisha, pliffisha. So I got a question. Is I the only letter that can say its short sound when it's in the middle syllable? Yes. I is the only letter that is allowed to break the top 2 rule when it's in the middle syllable like that. Who made all these rules? And why didn't they just make a book so that a manual so that we didn't have to just figure all this out the hard way, right? I don't know. I feel like English is such a difficult language with so many different rules and patterns and so many exceptions. It could be a lot easier, couldn't it? So many other languages are so much easier to read. Okay, number 4. We have this E that says because there are 2 consonants after it. This I says because it's in the middle syllable. This I looks like it's in the middle syllable, but you're recognizing now that it's part of this CI unit that you have to learn, says its own thing. The I is not acting like a vowel in this instance. It's part of the CI digraph that says shh. And then this E is making its short sound because there are 2 consonants after it. So this says nothing, So we have t, l, sh, n, t. One sound at a time. Tre, trell, trellis, trellish, trellisha, trellishen, trellishent, trellishent. And if you said trellishent versus trellishent, that's okay. It doesn't matter where you put the syllable, really, as long as you read those sounds in the right order. That's a win right there. Okay, go ahead and try yours. Now this O, this E says it's short sound. This O is not going to. It's going to make its long sound just to get you started on the right foot there. Go ahead and try the rest on your own. Okay, so this O, did I give you enough time? This O is going to say O because there is another vowel in the next 1 or 2 spots. This I will say I because it's in the middle syllable. This I is part of the CI digraph that says sh, so it says nothing except for sh. This E says eh. Our sounds are t, o, p, I, sh, e, n, t, tr, tro, trope, trope, tropish, tropisha, tropishen, tropiscient, tropiscient. Would you let me know in the chat if you got tropiscient without me? I'm dying to know. Yeah, that was a hard one. And just in case you're wondering, only one person in the chat got that one. So if you didn't get that one, you are not alone. You are not alone. That was a hard and long one. But here is what you have learned. You learned today that CI is a grapheme that says shh. You're going to see it everywhere now. You're going to see it when you go to the physician's office, or when you look at the flyer for a magician or a musician, and you're looking at that word. Before, you might have wondered, why is that say shh right there? Well, now you know. CI says shh when it's toward the end of a longer word and there's a vowel after it. So congratulations on learning something new today. Don't expect everything to stick all at once. It took me years to remember all of this stuff. But you have planted the seed for it to just grow into this tree. We just have to keep watering it, keep practicing, keep exposing ourselves to these rules, and eventually that tree and that fruit will blossom. Any questions or concerns before I let you go? Okay. Have a wonderful night, my friends. See you next time. Bye, everybody.